Welcome everybody to the Get Bit Podcast for birds, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts of most, myself, Spartan, Show Guy Joe, Tabara TV. Gentlemen, we made it Friday. How we feeling?
Hello from the world of yesterday, because we're technically pre-recording, folks, but making sure I'll get an episode. So it's been a day. It has been a day dealing with the elders over here and these non-stop storms. It's been raining for like 2 days.
Whoever pissed off Mother Nature needs to apologize. But the elders doing all right?
They're doing fine. Apparently, the trade-off for all this rain is that we're not getting a hurricane season. Allegedly, we'll see how that goes come November.
Fair enough. Joe, what say you?
I can see.
I can fight.
Glasses.
And his camera's clear.
You're right. So how did
one of those two things will resolve itself. Find out over the course of this video to see which one is true. No, I'm okay. Just gearing up for the weekend because Hobbit pre-release happened for Magic the Gathering, so I'm going back in the trenches as soon as I get up in the morning to help the store get ready for that. And Yasmin came out. Been playing her, getting used to that. Mm-hmm. My mind is still kind of in grappler mode because I play Alex, so we'll get there. When I get paid from the shop this weekend, I'll be able to start playing Tokon, so we'll figure it out.
Fair enough. About to say, yeah, I forgot with the hop, the whole TGS coming up for that. That's gonna be fun. But as you can see, guys, we are a little bit on the leveled up side, so we do try to watch your language. Words fly. At the same time, we do show trailers from video games and movies that might be too intense for younger viewers. So viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. And like I said, we are starting with the fact that some things may not be for kids. We are getting a Robot Chicken. I know Robot Chicken is still around, and if you haven't seen Robot Chicken, hopefully you're old enough to watch Robot Chicken. What were you gonna say, Tafara?
So I haven't watched it, but this is like a Cartoon Network / Adult Swim celebration. Mm-hmm. So the older you are, the more you're gonna catch the reference to everything in this. So apparently, Robot Chicken is one of those shows where it's like they don't cancel it, but they just don't have a new season for a while.
Right.
Adult Swim, I'll give them credit. They leave a lot of shows in limbo because, I mean, look, we're right back to having regular shows, Steven Universe and Adventure Time again. But yeah, this is apparently just a Robot Chicken love letter to everything Cartoon Network or Adult Swim has ever aired. So I'm looking forward to it. I remember watching the Star Wars specials were great growing up, so I think this is going to be hilarious.
Fair enough. If you haven't seen it, here's a trailer for the new special.
It was the 25th anniversary of Adult Swim. We had all gathered for a celebratory cruise.
Permission to board?
Welcome aboard.
Hey, did you pack anything?
Rick and Morty.
Oh, they're way too important to be here.
Great, freaking locked, stupid Earthlings.
Look, it's Tim and Eric. Where's this going, Mr. Birdman? Where, you ask? Judge Mike Tyson.
Tsunami!
Hey, you guys want to explain the starboard one more time?
He's got a bird! It's a dead end! You're making my junk huge, right?
You just have to believe!
There we go.
This is the place!
Oh, there we go. Day safe. Problem solved.
Wait, what about us?
Well, this is the European trailer.
Yeah, I think this is the European trailer, Tafara. I almost said Chad.
Okay, adults. Okay, I was going to say, because I've been seeing some other cartoons lately that are like, yeah, it's going to be Adult Swim or Europe. Yeah, Children's Hospital, Oral, Adventure Brothers.
Yeah. Metal Apocalypse.
Hey, look, there's your new Smiling Friends episode. China, Illinois, Xavier Renegade Angel, Robot Chicken, Venture Brothers, Metalocalypse, Metalocalypse, Venture Bros,
Tim and Eric, Mike Tyson,
Harvey
Birdman.
Yes.
There's a lot.
I forget the bird, but I know he's from something else. Lucy Dawn of the Devil.
Crows.
Yeah, Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Black Jesus.
That is a lot.
Yeah, an actual Death Clock performance, The Brack Show, C Lab 2021.
Yep. So as you can see,
where Home Movies is gonna pop up, because they were on Adult Swim, but they were not like Adult Swim originals.
True.
I wonder, is that does the same case go for the Oblongs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oblongs and Mission Hill were originally on UPN.
Okay, because I was like, there was a couple of them, and like two of them, I feel like I imagined there was like Oblongs, Mission Hill. There was another one called Baby Blue.
Baby Blues, yeah.
Baby Blues, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think there was another one called, I think, like The God, the Devil, and Bob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess.
And Sarah, Daughter of the Devil, which I think is that.
Yes, the girl with the horns.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely a lot.
That was her name. It was
no, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Daughter of the Devil, and then there's the other one with the workers where it's just your pretty faces going to hell. So yeah, nice cavalcade of just Adult Swim. Also Boondocks. I was like, where are Huey and Riley and all of that? Black Jesus, cool, but like, where is, unless they just couldn't.
They've got to have a scene of Black Jesus talking to Huey.
They have to. They have to. The only thing we're missing is a Boondocks reference in there.
That or Black Jesus talking to Stinkmeyer and Ruckus.
Oh yeah,
some version of Boondocks.
Although I wouldn't mind Thugnificent and Harvey Birdman having a conversation.
Right, because we've been talking about this getting a Boondocks reunion going, and Dream kind of to do it, but like something that lets us know y'all remember that damn show.
Right, but yeah, that definitely take a look at Adult Swim as that will come out, because like I said, I'm with Tafara and Joe. If they have to show more references, because again, Harvey Birdman and a pimp named Slipback having a conversation.
Yeah,
that would be something else.
I wish.
No, it would be Master Shake and a pimp named Slickback.
That would see more. But I need more shows to do the adult thing that Harvey Birdman did. Like I always say, I wish they would let the Looney Tunes show come back for a season, but like be what Harvey Birdman was. That's like allow those Hanna-Barbera or like Looney Tunes cartoons to just be actual adults in the city.
Wow.
Especially when Cartoon Network was doing that CN City era, that just felt like that, but for grown-ups. So, you know, like Shaggy and Scooby getting arrested for possession and stuff like it was in character, adult-ish stuff, and it works.
True, I can see that, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that for Adult Swim. Like I said, like as Tafara and Joe both said, the more references you got, the older you are now. So enjoy. You don't got much time left. Anyway, that being said, Kamen Rider Myth did drop a new trailer, and to give more explanation on the show, Joe, do we want to play it or do we want to give an explanation?
Well, the explanation comes, we did our press conference, so we get introduction to staff, head writers Arakawa Sensei, who originally wrote Kamen Rider Kuga. We have confirmed that this is a Zodiac Rider War. However, there are 3 missing. So that is very interesting. Also, the Chinese Zodiac traditionally does not have a cat, but some Zodiacs do, saying the cat either ate the mouse or tricked the mouse to not showing up. But you'll notice the ox, the pig, and the dragon are mysteriously missing. So my thing is, mid-season boss is going to be the ox, and then the pig's going to be like the grunt for the main bad guy. That is purely conjecture on my part, but I did notice that the ox, the pig, and the dragon are missing out of the ones that we are getting introduced to this. But it is a full cavalcade of riders.
All right, here's the trailer.
Also, it's 55th anniversary.
昔々の100年前、ベルトと動物の力が込められた12種類のライドエグゾを受け継いだ十二支同盟って奴らが、不可思議と呼ばれる怪人と戦っていましたとさ。そして現代、そのベルトとライドエグズってやつはなぜか俺の胸にある。そして変身。 いや、お嬢様。もう朝食を召し上がらないと遅刻なさいますよ。
Oh my god, I just got it.
What happened?
This is fucking Saint Seiya, the Kamen Rider.
私は高校生
This
で
girl's Athena.
世の中を守る不可思議事件研究会のリーダーです。
逆だ。
猫の僕が十二支を率いて育成する。僕たち十二支同盟が眠りから目覚めた今こそ、人々を不可思議な手から救うべきだ。
不可思議な被害者が一人も出なくなるのが俺の理想なんだ。
謎の多いやつの変身装置、俺が奪い取って一番に試してやる。
仮面ライダーダット、あれは私の獲物。60秒で仕留める。
誰だよあんたら。って猫は十二支じゃねえだろ。
そういう君は一体何なんだい？たった一人でこの世界を守れるとでも。
俺はお姫様の命を守るだけだ。
新番組仮面ライダーマイス、9月6日日曜午前9時スタート。
悪いが卵はもらうぜ。
Okay, I can say it now because it's time to get the audio issues figured out for my setup. First off, even though he might be the villain, I need to get to this part. This part's gonna bug me. How clean can you be, sir?
A pimp named Ryder.
You came out, for somebody that's supposed to be the villain, he is the cleanest villain I have ever seen in a Kamen Rider episode.
This has to be a Demon Slayer reference somehow.
Yes.
That or everyone saw Demon Slayer as like, get them a hat and a cape now.
I mean, this dude came out. If anything, you will know that the drip is nice. But no. Again, it's fine. It's interesting when they were talking about Zodiacs. And like you said, Joe, that some were actually missing. And the fact of, again, the villain still kills me. We just all taking the Muzan Demon Slayer reference all the time for all other shows now. That
they said it worked once, run it again, and then the flashback because of the clearly lighter or the tint we're putting over this.
True, but it's interesting. I will say that it's a different approach to almost after watching Kamen Rider Zets and a few other ones. Black Sun is still my favorite, but I'm not against this. But my question is he going to have because they're looking for the eggs? Or Joe, you might know this question. Is he going to have different transformations outside of the
those additional beasts or those additional animals we saw, not the Zodiac ones, but the non-Zodiac ones?
Yeah.
Those are in what are called frames.
Okay.
So they are like utility forms.
Okay, gotcha. Because I thought
he has a hedgehog form, and we saw the other forms debut.
Because I thought it was going to be different. I mean, from when you first look at it, it looks like it's different forms. That's why I was like, oh, it's just like Zets. He's going to have different forms.
He is.
But, okay. So that makes sense. But no, the villain just kills me. Like, he's like, do you think you can save the world by yourself? And what were you saying, Joe? I couldn't respond to you when you were saying.
It just dawned on me that this is half the plot of Saint Seiya.
Yes.
Where instead of the constellations, it's the Zodiac Knights guarding, and one of them's guarding the princess.
Yep.
There's the dog, there's the ram.
Oh, I completely agree.
I mean, even the way they activate it, I mean, the different colored little balls, it's also giving like Beyblade.
Yeah, here's like turtle, wolf, eagle. Mm-hmm. Those are all Myth with different animal support frames. Sorry,
gotcha.
You're good. And then when they activate it, it's also giving Bakugan Brawl a little bit. Oh, we bleed in this show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. If Arakawa is writing this, go watch Kuga. See if you can Google Kamen Rider Kuga Crash Out.
I think we looked at it before, didn't we?
Say it one more time.
Is that the one where he's like getting kicked a lot or like stabs the guy? Like I think we've actually.
That's the one where he like rams the guy with his motorcycle, drives him to the beach, and stabs.
Yeah, we watched that one before. I remember what you're talking about.
Kuga, just do Kamen Rider Kuga Crash Out. I'm sure it'll come up.
Hang on a second. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to go by it because let's see. Are you talking about this?
Yes.
I don't remember it. That's the reason I got to ask.
If you scroll along to where he's actually transformed, I think you'll. Yeah, I think this is the part we've seen before.
Hang on, let me give it some audio.
It is my bike now.
Whee!
Now, for context, Titan form, which he's in right now, is not a speed form. So this dude knows this man is slowly walking and is going to be his death. And now he's in an amazing Titan form, which is a power-up. And he's slicing him down the middle as he stabs him. And then mild allusions to Ultimate Kuga.
Okay.
God dang.
Oh, yeah, no. The guy that writes Kuga is writing Knife. We're going to be in it for a body count.
I'm like, I've seen Pissed Off, but you transformed, rode him out to the middle of the lake, and decided to just Dexter
slowly deathlock that man.
We'll walk him down.
Man, you gotta be a pissed off guy. But I love that transition, because speaking of pissed off, Joe pissed off somebody. And how did he do it, by you ask? Well, Street Fighter 6 and the newest character, but I'll let Joe's gameplay speak for itself.
I just got really good on reads. That's all this was. I can't say anything bad about the opponent. I don't know the dude. This was rando online, and I just
he made him rage quit. Here you go.
You repeat one combo over and over again, and I'm getting hit by it. It is not their fault. It is my fault.
So last match I got paired up against a Modern Narissa. Modern Narissa plays very simplistically, so that was my fault that I had lost. I take ownership of that.
You better deliver.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
I hope their training paid off.
Goes for the throw.
That was a good one.
Caught in the crosser. At this range, mini attacks to make. Hold your breath. Ooh.
Okay.
For the overdrive part, that attack only gets a little more damage. Can they utilize the corner? They're fine.
So like I said, all this was just good reads. That's all that was.
Oh, that was a perfect?
Yeah.
Did I just get disconnected?
Hey, violence may not always
I did. Wow.
Matchmaking will be restricted. How is that your fault?
No, it gives it to both of us.
Okay.
So see, here's because of disconnection. No, so it shows that this guy disconnected. Not me.
Okay.
And then I do then I be petty and just friend request him.
You will try to be friends with this person because they got shut out.
I didn't even realize you took no damage. I thought the clash was an even exchange of like some hits, but I guess not.
Oh, I'm sorry. The reason, again, this is me. I thought the whole thing was Joe's not a petty person. Let me say this off the bat. Joe is not a petty person.
Unless it's Hal Jordan, and even then, that's a bit.
Is Joe highly competitive? Yes.
Kind of.
If he's figured out how you can play, is he hard to beat? Yes.
Kind of.
You know, because you got me a few times in 2XKO. But the reason why I laugh, and I know we shouldn't laugh because we should encourage fair gameplay, and especially if you're playing online, you should always be courteous to your opponents and things of that nature. But Joe literally dog walked him to a perfect KO and made this man rage quit before round 2. Damn. And although Joe was being very nice, again, Joe is not a spiteful person. I will defend him on that. But to me, because I dig in the world of petty, sending a friend request after he disconnects, after you gave him a perfect KO, that's just funny.
Someone actually asked me online when I posted this, like, why did you not block him? Why'd you friend request? I was like, because he could have just had enough time. He can contact me anytime he wants and wants to run it back. I'm down for it. It's not a big deal.
And again, Joe is being completely sincere. It's just the petty side of me is going, you sent him a friend request after you whooped his ass. I'm sorry. And again, I'm defending Joe. He is a very cordial, very nice online player. He is not petty, unless you push him, and then that's on you. But you got to play with a new character, Yasmin, on Street Fighter 6, and I know we got another one to show, but what do you think so far playing online with her, Joe?
She's a lot of fun. She is extremely unsafe. Like, she has a lot of stuff that's not safe on block, but she is a light confirm monster. So, like, you get in, like, at least 2 lights, you're good. She has an install state that lasts for a little bit of time. Some ground bounce stuff is really good. You can get some confirms off lights, get confirms off some of your heavies. One of the bread and butters is like strong punch 3 times into quarter circle back punch. If you do the EX, you got enough time to follow up with either a level 1 super, or as I did on that dude when I got the drive impact hit the first time. You can go into her hot kick. She's got a lot of tools, just not a lot of damage. So you got to get in a lot of stuff.
We saw. I'm sorry. I gotta be better about this because we saw you utilize her very well, and again made somebody rage.
Now, I will say this on my shortcomings: I am back in gold and silver, and I am overcompensating for using a new character by using drive impact a lot. I don't do that as much with Alex or Menon, but I am with Yasmin, and that's a habit I got to break because, again, first night with her on Monday when she dropped, I was doing some things with Alex where it'd be like standing strong, punch drivers forward, and I was doing the motion for hyperbomb, forgetting I'm playing Yasmin, not whatchamacallit. I forget that she has target combos, like medium, heavy, or crouching medium heavy. So I'm forgetting stuff like that. So yeah, so we got a very close match. I did not win this one. This happens right before the Marissa fight that leads into the Chun-Li, but this was a very close match.
All right.
I did not win this, but I think this is a good match to display what she can do. It's pretty fun. Also, definitely supporting the Filipino pride on this thing, even though I am Japanese. But man, I love playing her.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's see this one.
Big.
Good stuff there.
We're still early in the round.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Someone's got to make a move.
What's going on?
Goes for the throw.
Good stuff there.
Denied up top. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
See, I could have done drive impact and respond. I didn't.
What's their play here?
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Grabs him.
Nice, liking that.
Just out of range for that throw. Neither of them.
I'm also used to longer grab range from Alex, so that's why I'm whipping some of the grabs.
Fighters are barely alive.
Just a sneeze here will do it.
Smart play with the throw.
That was super good.
Yep.
They ain't getting up.
Thought she wasn't safe on that. She might have used the light.
We're gonna see a blowout real soon.
Also, I did commentary while doing this. So.
Yeah, it's really anyone's fight right now.
You use a different mic during these streams?
Painful, but you know what.
I used the PS.
I'm just making poor decisions all around.
I used the PS controller mic.
All right, fair enough.
Because I'm streaming directly from the PS5. I found a way to stream via PS Remote on the PC, so the next couple of streams will be better.
Okay.
What's this?
And whip. They're wide open. What a smart throw.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Tried to act quickly,
Huh.
but risked the attack. What are they going to do? Use this as God gave.
See, again, I'm over relying on drive impact, which is on me.
Could be dangerous.
Hey, no worries. Good shit.
Not a loss of the down.
Okay.
Anything you should be glad for.
Keep running.
Then we run it back.
Talk about a barn burner.
Good shit. Good shit.
Whoa, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Yeah, let's let these two fight forever.
Great work. Just like that.
Time to hit the gym and retool for the next match.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I mean, it looks like you guys are both trying to go for the who's gonna get to the ground floor first.
No, whips the drive it back.
What's their play here? Nice, liking that.
Nearly everything she does is unsafe on block.
Yeah, but it's also close fighting too, because y'all are right on top of each other.
Yeah, no, like I said, I know I lost this one, which is fine, but this was just a good fight.
That last round is pretty ugly.
Also, she has a Goku outfit.
I've seen it in a while.
Does she really?
Yeah.
She really does. So one of her colors is her uniform is completely orange and blue, and the hair highlights are yellow.
Okay.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Time to take this momentum and go for the
I just see nothing but counter to counter. Maybe
Yeah,
a
like I
punch.
said, it's a good fight. I know I lost, which is fine.
See damage here.
I want to learn.
Smart play with the throw. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo.
Amazing awareness there.
Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here.
Oh yeah, they're getting uber aggressive.
We live for these kind of fights.
Time to take this momentum and really run with it.
Well, it's my fault for not guarding properly.
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Ultraman Buzz Disc Frame Trap.
Okay.
Jesus. I mean, it was a good fight. I can't knock it. That was a good fight.
Solid stuff.
But yeah, I can see why, Street Fighter is definitely impressed with that. It also, speaking of Street Fighter, again, with Yasmin being out, yes, Tokon has out. It's only been out for almost now 9 hours. It's been out. And
There's already a tournament. Maximilian dude's in it right now.
Dang, a tournament's already. God dang.
Yeah, it's like a presenter tournament because Sayu's also there and other people are also doing it. So
Gotcha.
Max is sitting there with, looks like Blade, Wolverine, Doom, and Carnage.
Fair enough. Well, with that being said, before we get into Tokyo Game Show news, I'm sorry, not complete Tokyo Game Show news, because Bandai did give their lineup. Deadpool seems to be about something. And what I mean by that is Deadpool apparently has a lot of references, which I did not know about. So again, if you haven't seen it, we're actually going to go ahead and play it. Spoiler alert, because if you haven't played Tokon, These are all the references so far that was found. I'm pretty sure there's got to be more, but this is basically all Deadpool. So we're going to go ahead and let this run and see if you agree or you might disagree with the references are.
I bet you're regretting we didn't do a thumb war instead of this.
Man, that's definitely fighters. I feel like that's everyone in fighters, though.
Say hello to my sexy friend.
Yeah, the generic power-up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Yoshimitsu.
Yep. That one, I'm like, Captain Servada from the Street Fighter movie. Yeah, that's Deadpool. I'll go with that. Maybe. Now that one I don't know.
I don't know Guilty Gear like that, so I thought this was gonna be Blanca. I guess it's Sakura.
Yeah.
Scorpion,
Yeah,
clearly.
that's Scorpion, definitely. That's kind of a reach.
I feel like it.
That one, that definitely is. Yeah, that's definitely Moon Knight.
I wish they would port that game.
You would think they would at this point. Yeah, I'll give a second.
All the All-Stars have low-key been abandoned.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a Falcon Punch, but all right.
That's definitely Doom's kick.
Yeah, I can go with that for Fatal Fury. That feels like a reach.
Seems like they had the same concept, but then they turned every frame into a reference.
Yeah. Now, I'll agree with that. That's way beyond obvious. That makes sense.
I just realized the kid has a water gun.
Yeah. Guilty Gear Jam, Street Fighter Lily. Galfer because he sent the dog. That makes sense. Yeah, you definitely copied Street Fighter.
Hey, you should know we got the bigwigs to sign off on all this.
Now I won't say the mask because that's too generic.
Yeah.
Deadpool pose makes sense. Now that's, let's be honest. You do the Naruto run, you're pretty much saying it. Yep. Yeah, and the Kira going into the demon mode. I don't know about that one. But like you said, it's amazing they slowed down the frames though. Like you don't really have to slow it down. We get the gist.
Yeah.
Now the art of fighting, that makes sense. And again, if he had those hands up, Dragon Ball would be suing.
As your biggest fan, it was an honor to meet you, Captain.
That part still messed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you guys can see, there were a lot of references to Deadpool, especially in Tokon. Again, it is out. It is apparently being played, and apparently there's already tournaments. So there is that. But like I said, not really much left on the video game side. Again, with Bandai Namco announcing their lineup for Tokyo Game Show 2026 already ahead of time. We do know that they will be showing Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves. I can't say it enough that I can't wait to play this on PS5. Bleach Mirrors High, we showed that trailer. It's a mobile game. Again, not knocking it if that's what you want to do. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna see the bar?
No, that's it. Just like, yeah, it's another gacha game. Like Bleach has 3 of them now. I was very much hoping we're getting some kind of spiritual successor spinoff, like Burn the Witch, but it's Bleach the high school years, just on phone. But go ahead with the rest of the list.
Yeah, so Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, again, people are looking forward to that. There's really nothing more we can say about that. One Piece Grand Gourmet, looks like that's going to be kind of a niche thing for another mobile game. Actually, it's not just mobile because it's switched to PC and iOS and Android. So it's going to be on console as well as PC, as well as your mobile devices. Nothing wrong there. Tales of Eternity Remastered for the PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, PS4, which I'm surprised about, that they still want to do one for PS4, Switch and PC. Again, nothing wrong with that. Once Upon a Katamari and Tamagotchi Plaza, for all those that used to have those little Tamagotchi pets, it's probably gonna be up your alley. But honestly, for me, it's gonna be Ace Combat 8. I loved Ace Combat 7. I think I've played every Ace Combat and did not find a bad one among the bunch. So Wings of Thief, I am definitely playing that. But Tafara, what say you?
I've only played 4 Shattered Skies, but I know there's a fandom for Ace Combat, and this is just their booth lineup?
Yeah, this is the main booth lineup, yeah.
Okay, I mean, Xenoverse 3, good that more people finally get their hands on it. I'm curious to see about the Once Upon a Katamari, because I always used to see those games in the Toonami reviews, but I never actually played any of them or, like, understood what the goal was other than roll a ball of things into a ball, like... So I'm curious to see what footage comes out of this or what we might discover. One Piece with another gacha game doesn't shock me at all, but I'm curious to see that it's going to be a mobile, but as well as a Switch and Switch 2 game. So
yeah,
curious to see how that works and what else or other trailers we might get out of Tokyo Game Show.
Fair enough. Tokyo Game Show is happening September 17th through September 21st, so definitely next month. And yeah, we will definitely go from there as far as what they show from that end. But like I said, not a lot from us, except, looking for Ace Combat 8. Speaking of things looking forward to, My Adventures with Superman. If you guys are not watching this, whether it's Adult Swim or on HBO Max, you guys are missing out on a very good story that they've done so far. Because we actually had joked in our Facebook group that that basically what's happening right now is we're seeing Goku Black, which to Joe's credit, we're not that far off from that. But we are now seeing, again, trying not to spoil it, because again, if you haven't seen it, you know at this point Clark is depowered. But in the last episode that he might have found a way to get his powers back. We also found out that Bizarro Superman is going to make sure to clock out before he does anything else, because this man has skills. And we also figured out that Kara has hands for everybody. But
we also find out that Eradicator may be Perfect Cell.
I was gonna say, because I realized after watching, I was like, yo, he left with only one arm and not a guaranteed healing factor. So,
but he also left with cognitive ability and the ability to speak that he didn't have at the beginning.
Right, that is also mid-fight, that part. But
he's Broly a little bit. But we do have previews for the next upcoming episode, because I think we're getting to almost to the end of our episode count for this season. It's usually 10, so I think this is like we're at 9, so one more after this next one coming up. So we'll see how this goes.
Yep, but here's the preview for the next episode.
Why have you returned to us in your failure, Kal-El?
You can restore my powers.
Power belongs to conquerors. All you have shown us is weakness.
Conqueror.
Man, Gary's
doesn't make you strong.
Do you want these powers or do you not?
What do I have to do?
So yeah, then that's it. That's it for that one, and then the next one is kind of a bit more in depth.
Also, I do wonder if that's Alan Tudyk.
I'm trying to figure, is that Gary? Is that Gary? Because people are like, oh, it's Brainiac. But I'm like, I think Brainiac just has a typical Kryptonian robot voice and was our introduction to, like, I don't think every robot from Krypton is Brainiac. Like,
although I do think that is Alan Tudyk's voice. I think he is voicing him, but I haven't had a chance to check into that. But that was the European preview, and here's the US preview.
is this?
Conan!
This is what you came for, Kal-El. Prove to us here, in Krypton's ancient past, that you are worthy of our power, and we will make you strong again.
Where are we?
They have winter here.
Prove your strength. Your people were what you are now. Primitive, weak, flightless. But when invaders from the stars attacked your ancient ancestors, the first Kryptonians conquered them with no more power than you have now. They took from their enemy the secrets of strength, of flight. They turned their dying star into Rao, the living sun, whose offspring powers your fortress even now. They became Krypton.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because those invaders are coming, Kal-El. This very night, and you will face them.
What?
Conquer the invaders. Show us that you have that ancient strength within you, and we will restore your power.
But this isn't real, is it?
Your foes will be as real as you are. If you let them kill you, you will perish.
Wait, I don't want to hurt anyone.
Get a grip, Gary.
The invaders.
I mean, are they invaders if they crash landed though? Also, Krypton has winters.
I'm just saying. I was going to ask the same question. Especially
so Kryptonians have none of those powers because their sun is red, and the only reason Clark has those powers is because our sun is yellow.
Yellow. So I was like, what bullshit are we being fed right now?
I think I want to say that they're going a different route because again, the whole thing of we can restore your powers. I'm like, well, that you're kind of reaching, but at this point, with the way they tell the story, let's just see where it goes. I mean, I'm with Joe on this one. Krypton has a red sun. They don't have.
Yeah, like they learned how to fly. And I'm like, also, who's crashing? Because like I don't see them as invaders if you're here by accident.
Right.
And also, why did Bizarro turn heel last moment? Like, how easy is it to brainwash these Kryptonian kids? Or maybe he's just stressed out after a long day of working at the ice cream shop with his pet.
Also, I make this joke every single time, but it's still relevant because they keep bringing up Rao, Kryptonian god of the sun, average pasta sauce maker.
Yeah, but no. But with my Adventure Superman is still been a hit. If you can, it does premiere on Adult Swim Saturdays, on HBO Max on Sundays. And like we said, we are getting close to the end of this season. This is episode number 9. We only have one more episode after this, and that's going to be it for the season. But if you have seen it, let us know what you think, especially with the way they're going with restoring Kal-El's powers. Either way, like I said, I know Tafara and Joel said the same thing. We highly enjoyed watching this.
Yeah, the show is great. Jack Quaid, especially with the boys now being over, he is great as Superman. Jimmy is finding new ways to just stay past the controller every episode.
Man.
And Kara has just been getting dealt with by her nephews all season. So she was future Gohan for the first one, and now she was Piccolo for this one.
All I gotta say, in Jimmy's case, sir, you can only take so much before a Kryptonian throws it back at you.
So how long before she becomes Raditz?
I mean, if she doesn't wake up.
Right.
I thought the beam was potentially going to cook her or pierce her. And I'm like, are we about to get special beam cannon? It's like, nope, just the Nappa Piccolo treatment. And then the sister seemingly being potentially internally damaged as well. Jonathan being jaded as shit because we still don't know what happened to their. I mean, we know Lois is the general.
Right.
We have no idea what happened to Kal-El.
Right.
Yeah, we're very interested to see what we do with an Eradicator on the loose. Lex clearly has that whatever going on in his brain. Waller is back in charge. And Slade is like, I don't get paid enough for any of this shit. So
Slade, for Deathstroke to be like, you know what, I'm out. I'm gonna head on out. Just you don't pay.
I just want him to. He's like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna go pick some fight with some teenagers.
Yeah, we keep waiting for that, but no.
And then Kara, I'll give her that. Kara has been throwing them bitches all season. Like she's definitely the most battle trained Kryptonian because, like also definitely upgrading the. I'm hearing this is the first season that was made specifically for Adult Swim, and the first two were made for Cartoon Network originally. Because between the blood and the fact that she tore off two of this thing's arms, and Jonathan broke the third one,
and it kept fighting.
Yeah, I mean, he realized he was losing, so he went straight for the time watch, and now he is who knows where.
Pretty much. But let us know what you guys think of it, because again, we're getting close to the end of season 3, and so far it looks like it's going to end on a cliffhanger. But what are you going to say, Joe?
The thing that kind of bothers me when he grabbed the time thing is like, shouldn't that immediately teleport Jonathan
back? I thought it was going to do a cable, like, oh, you're not allowed to be here anymore. And is his sister wearing one?
Yes, the sister is wearing one.
Okay,
but also a fair point. It's like, shouldn't you kind of be pulled back to the future? I would think.
Is she an original character for this show, or is she from a comic?
No, there are like 2 versions of her. One is where she is the daughter, specifically Laura Kent, is the alternate timeline daughter of Wonder Woman and Superman. Okay. And then there is an issue in the Injustice comic where Superman dreams that Batman did end up killing the Joker, and Laura is his second child.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I just watched this. I'm like, yeah, y'all have been here before. Y'all were here literally a month ago. So I don't know. Also, why are you being a dick to your dad? You clearly know he knows none of this. Like, calm down, kid.
Teenage angst.
You just want to play casual. I mean, you did a month ago, so thought it might work a second time.
Teenagers. I should have done that in the Splinter's voice. But anyway, moving right along, we do have another demo from another up-and-coming studio that looks pretty freaking good. This is all that we're going to first play the trailer of it. It's called Yasuke Lost Descendant. And trust me, you'll see the reason why we're a little bit.
Yeah, I have the demo downloaded. I need to hurry up and record some gameplay. But yeah, I have this. This is currently sitting on my desktop.
All right.
Seriously? Did you really need to turn this into an arena, Tanaka?
Listen to the roar of the crowd, Mia. The people, they love me.
You mean the crowd that you recorded yourself?
Can't hear you. That's enough warming up. Time to show my style.
Oh, is this like Mirror's Edge?
Let's go.
A little bit. But also.
Oh, it's Shinobi.
A lot of elements of all of it in there.
Even if we're not yet strong enough for Oda, this is still our step forward. So I would like someone like you. Get in my way!
Okay.
I'll throw it tomorrow.
I was saying, okay.
So yeah. So that was Yasuke, A Lost Ascendant. This is a demo that's currently out on Steam right now, and I want to bring this up about Diligent Studios. They're the ones that are behind this game, and again, Tafara showed me this. It looks freaking great. I do get a lot of Ghost Runner, Shinobi, as Joe pointed out, a little bit of Devil May Cry, just because of the combo chain that you can do. But it just looks freaking great. I can't really say much more about it, except that I need to go to Steam and download this and play the demo myself. But Tafara, Joe, what do y'all guys think?
No, it's cool. Like playing one. Thank you for the different hairstyle, but he's also got like a swapped. What is it? If anybody's ever played, what is the game I'm trying to think of? Not Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast. The way you can swap your stances in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that. Like, so when he was going through his stuff on Instagram, explaining like how different things work here and there, I was like, oh, this is dope. but also I saw he was at DreamCon in the like the indie dev area. So I was like, all right, I'm glad to see there were like other games I didn't know about coming out of that outside of just like the few people I know who were in there, as well as like, you know, of course, Xenoverse 3. Yeah, it's just a dope indie game, especially because I know like a lot of people, some people have had mixed feelings with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then I know the Yasuke anime, which I was like, y'all could have told us that this was straight up. I wouldn't hear thought we'd get like a historical piece, and I got like not Afro Samurai. But yeah, that second video, he kind of talks about like his inspirations and what all the games kind of based on.
This is Yasuke Lost Descendant. It is a story action hack and slash game mixed with a lot of parkour elements as well. We want this game to feel both nostalgic and something unique at the same time. A lot of references to games that you may enjoy, things like Devil May Cry, things like Asura's Wrath, Sunset Overdrive, and a whole lot of things. And coming into DreamCon is honestly a blessing. People are enjoying the game, loving the game, and we're just here to let people see what we're creating. And we're hoping DreamCon is going to be able to push us even further. This is based on the real historical samurai Yasuke and a descendant of his far in the future. So taking that element of the real history mixed with our own what-if storyline, you then take the other characters and people from that story to now come in. This QR code will take you to our Steam page at Yasuke the Game on Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky. You'll be able to find us as well. We do have a Discord as well on the Steam page, so you'll be able to find it there. And just making noise about the game, playing it, wishlisting it. This is what, as we're trying to get publishers and funding right now, they want to know that this game has a fan base. And that's the kind of risk they want to mitigate. So if you guys prove to them that like you want this game, then we can get it to you.
Yeah, we bring this to BlurredCon next. This is what we need, especially for the Slam theme. This is what we need down in the indie game dev area.
Yeah. At the same time, you heard the man. Again, support support indie creators, support Black game creators. Again, and I just want to bring this up because I know we just showed the video. So his IG can be found there at Dalian Senior all together if you can see it. Also, you can go to Steam, type in Yasuke Lost Descendant. It's actually up right now. The demo is available. And like they said, they are trying to get funding. They're trying to get people to pay more attention to this because honestly, it looks like a great game. So we definitely want to show love to them. Tafari's already got downloaded. I know after the show, I'm downloading it so I can play it because I just like to see some dope gameplay. And at the same time, I see some dope dope creators actually get their shot. But yeah. But definitely check it out, Dalian Studios. There we go, Dalian Studios. My apologies, but if I destroyed your name the first time I said it, if I destroyed it, because the symbol thing threw me off the first time I saw it. But definitely check them out, Dalian CERN NG on Instagram, Yasuke A Lost Descendant on Steam. Again, it just looks freaking great, and hopefully we'll come back with some gameplay.
Yeah,
but hey,
I'm gonna try to get that recorded, by the way. But dude, if you see this, man, please apply to BlurredCon. I think that game would do really great there, especially with like just getting footage of people playing it and their raw reactions to it. Had a lot of the indie game homies come through there and have a great time. So I think they would definitely appreciate you there.
Oh, he would do numbers at BlurredCon, especially with that one. Especially with that and Yasuke, he would do numbers. But again, shout him out. Also, hey, you feel free to give us a full game for us to demo ourselves, we won't complain. That also being said, speaking of games, Marvel Rivals does have a new character out, the Hood. Yes, that Hood, not the Hood from Ironheart, but the Hood himself. And also, if you're a wrestling fan, you'll recognize immediately who he is voiced by.
Step aside. The Hood's here to finish this.
¡Huepa! El demonio se alza. Sucker. Screw the boy. Eat shadow. Can't see me. Time to unleash the demon. Face oblivion! Yo soy el final!
Jesus.
That's real power.
All right, so that was the trailer of The Hood, as he will be on Marvel Rivals. Actually, as of tomorrow, begins August 7th. And if you don't know, again, for all those, if you're not wrestling fans, who voiced him is actually Damian Priest, a current WWE, about to be AAA wrestler. I'm not knocking it because, again, I like the gameplay. The fact that he becomes the gun demon as his ultimate, he looks fun. But what do y'all guys think?
I would say, so how is this how OP everyone was expecting to be in Ironheart versus kind of the direction they went?
Kind of.
Like they literally want. I mean, and again, we're not knocking Ironheart. Again, we still thought it was an okay series, but for Marvel Rivals actually entering in the Hood after as far as our current season, I knew they were gonna have to amp him up a little bit. That just made sense. But yeah, the whole thing about him being the gun demon, that made sense to actually use him that way. But yeah, he just looks pretty cool. But what say you, Joe?
I mean, it's cool. I've already seen some of his interaction videos. That man hits on everything that moves, with the exception of Penny. He just like talks music with her. Thank God.
Fair enough. So the whole gun demon thing, I was like, you know what? That's a good aspect. So I will say that. But yeah, but as you can see, guys, you'll get to play with him tomorrow. Actually, at the time of this recording, you'll get to play with him now. Because I forgot we're on Thursday recording this for Friday. So definitely let us know what you think. I know my son, who plays Marvel Rivals, will turn around and let me know what he thinks of him and probably play with him because he's too busy. He's too busy playing with the other heroes at this moment. But yeah. But speaking of things that we do know, because outside of the fact we do know Emma Frost has got her casting for X-Men, we now have a Cyclops. And as Joe put it, what did you say, Joe, that the love triangle has been completed?
Well, one of the first love triangles. We got to get that Wolverine in there for the other love triangle.
Oh, that's going to be a while. But the gentleman that you see there, I was going to say, what is his name? Kit Connor. There we go. Sorry. So Kit Connor, the gentleman you see right there, has been casted in as the leader of the X-Men in the next Marvel Studios X-Men movie. Beating out thousands, also joining Samara Weaving as she has been cast for Emma Frost. He'll be taking on the man that apparently will eventually, I was gonna say either he gets punked by Wolverine or he'll eventually get tired of Wolverine's crap and punk him out. I'm not against it. I kept hoping they would go with a couple of unknowns because outside of today, I do not know who this actor is. And I'm definitely not going to knock him because getting to be casted in a Marvel role is quite the honor, especially in a Marvel movie with such a titular character. So I'm curious to see what he can do with it. I mean, he's obviously kind of got the facial structure, in my opinion, and a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, but Cyclops in the comic book had a 5 o'clock shadow sometimes. But what do y'all guys think?
I mean, it makes sense. The rumors have always been they were going to try to cast not low level, but newer, up and coming, and not so well known actors because that makes it more affordable to spread them around this thing called a cinematic universe. So
right.
That reminds you that there are like mixed company and people in here. So, I'm getting. I've only seen this one place confirm. Everyone else is like speculating. And they're like, "Yeah, we're sure of it." So it's still giving "Trust Me, Bro" a little bit. And I feel like I shouldn't know anything about new X-Men before Doomsday, or at least not while Donut Lord is still wearing the outfit. Like I feel like I'm not of all the castings. I feel like this is one we should not know just yet.
I mean, fair enough. Although, yeah, old boy is still in shape, and he seems pretty confident he's playing some role in X-Men outside of Doomsday. But Joe, what say you?
Question is, does he have it in him, in his acting skills, to leave his wife, get with his wife's clone, get back with his wife, then cheat on his wife with Samara Weaving?
Probably.
Also, does he have it in him to say he'll never abandon his son, and then 5 seconds later is abandon his son?
Yes.
Yes. He probably can at least do that. First part might be a little bit trivial, but yeah. But no, like I said before, he looks. I mean, as far as his facial features, as far as what we believe for the role, it matches. But
Yeah.
like I said, but no, go
So
ahead,
the
Jeff.
only thing I really do want to know, and we made this joke at the top of this part, how young are they going to cast their Wolverine? Or are we going to get a Wolverine? Well, we have to get a Wolverine because we're getting Emma already. So,
But I'm also like, where does Wolverine fit with? We have a just random one in Deadpool, unless he just lives in the TVA now.
Right.
it could be a different Wolverine. I mean, it could be the Cavalry. Although I don't want that because I don't want Wolverine to be at least 3 feet taller than this kid. But like, I want a Wolverine. I just want to know who they cast as their Wolverine. I mean, if it's Hugh Jackman coming back again, just like, oh god damn it, they're kids.
Well, you know, like
yeah,
Ryan
I mean,
said,
we could be leading into X-Men Evolution. That could also be the first movie.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with an older Wolverine having to tutor a bunch of children. Just let Storm also be a kid is my only ask. Like, or if they're gonna be young, dumb 20-somethings, let Storm be in the age. Let's not bring her in just to have to baby people.
Well, like Ryan Reynolds said, they're gonna make him do it till he's 90.
They're going to have to cast somebody different. I just want to know who and how old. Because if everybody's in their 20s, I would want him to be in his mid to late 30s at the very most.
No argument
Like
there, but
max.
it's no argument there, but it just depends on where and how they decide to go about
And
it.
on top of that, I want him to be a native Canadian.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Canadian actors that could fit the role.
Well, yeah, but there's white Canadian, and then there's like Tannis and her group from Letterkenny, native Canadian.
And now Letterkenny's playing in my head. Thanks, Joe.
That's not my fault.
Letterkenny's playing. I can't see Wolverine without the see. Dang it. Anyway, we'll figure out. I'm trying to get that out of my head right now. So we'll figure out what they're going to do again with Wolverine being a question. But here's also another question as I try to mercilessly seg my way out of this one. Netflix and GTA 6. No one saw this freaking coming.
So fucking random. Like, what is this?
So, on the bright side, before we go into any of this, I will say there's a bright side to this.
What's that?
This is not getting announced in Fortnite.
Fair. That is a fair point because the only thing in Fortnite's coming with fanfare streams and skins.
And for fuck's sake, we learned Palpatine was alive before The Rise of Skywalker came out in Fortnite.
That is very true. But the reason why we're bringing this up, guys, because again, GTA 6 has a cult following, and if you believe most sellers, that you'll probably get this in November, allegedly. That being said, again, Rockstar did announce that that their announcement for the game and details will happen on Netflix come August 27th. It will be streamed exclusively on Netflix before it arrives on YouTube. So what they're also saying is, and here's the funny part, Rockstar Games has not confirmed the nature or substance of what you will see during the streaming of this. All the company has said officially that it will be an extended look at GTA 6. So, and this is supposed to be for a couple of hours. So I'm going to be honest, and I cannot stress this enough. I am not trying to knock GTA 6, okay? I'm not trying to knock it. I know it has a loyal fan base. I know online has made Rockstar buku bucks. But we have yet to see one gameplay trailer. We have yet to see gameplay. We have yet to see anything about this game. And its pre-orders are in the multi-million-dollar status. My question is, what the frack are you going to wind up showing on Netflix that's going to make people go, I can wait till November? Because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys, unless gameplay is going to be shown, which Rockstar has either confirmed or denied, I don't see it. I just think this is going to be more fluff than anything else. But what do y'all guys think?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw somebody saying like, I think it was Tony. Yeah, it was Tony Weaver and 8-Bit Clothes. He's like, what's the difference between Netflix and like a movie trailer on Good Morning America? It's like, it's one thing. Like moviegoers are used to that different level of weird, or promo run premiere. This is completely different for gaming. Like, why is everything? Why is podcasting moving to Netflix? Why is radio broadcast moving to Netflix? Why are we doing game reveals on Netflix? Why are we doing TikTok videos on Disney Plus? Like, what all of this is not, it's weird and not in a good way.
Does not compute.
And what are you going to do? Use this to inflate your numbers for shareholders? Look how many views we got that we won't ever share because Netflix never shares their data with people. We amassed this many views before it went on YouTube like an hour later, which someone's just going to screen record this and then put it on YouTube like an hour later.
But go ahead, Joe.
No, I'm thinking this is kind of going to be a waste of time. As far as I said, this will wind up on YouTube in about 30 minutes, mirrored and flipped, so bots can't track them down. And I have a feeling that, we are very close. I will give them some benefit of the doubt, but I also have that feeling of the no delay announcement is going to come back and bite them in the ass.
Oh, it's going to be delayed.
Bro, like the last DLC that Franklin was in for like Franklin and Dr. Dre, that had more of a rollout and more trailer footage than this game has had so far.
Right. And to think the pre-orders, I didn't get the exact number of how many pre-orders were sold, but I know it's multi-million by now, which is crazy to me and I'm not trying on gamers having faith. I should know. I wait on Final Fantasy VII's Rebirth entire story for almost 10 plus years. I cannot knock you for it. In the same sense that I still hope for another Killer Instinct game. I still hope for, another Soul Calibur. I'm not going to knock those that are being faithful to the GTA franchise. But to put money behind something sight unseen, and then it's going to be, as we said before, a big nothing burger on Netflix, because outside of maybe a trailer, I'm going to be honest, you're probably not going to see gameplay. But I wouldn't be surprised, as Joe said, the no delay announcement. Oh, yeah, there's a problem. We are not ready. But either way, we shall see. Let us know what you guys think. It's a Netflix cash grab because they want to be exclusive. But as Tafara and Joe said, it's going to wind up being on YouTube anyway. So why even reserve the time? It's like watching Netflix fights. It's eventually going to be on YouTube. But speaking of companies just not giving any Fs whatsoever, PlayStation, because there was a plan to boycott, there was a plan to black out, there was all this stuff against Sony, and Sony turned around and sat there and said, "No, we're gonna do our own thing, and you guys can still buy it." Well, our usual Mighty Keith did not disappoint in having a video that we can all get behind.
Mighty Keith. Sir, it's been a few weeks. How are we going to respond to this backlash about stopping physical media? Why don't we just pretend we haven't seen the complaints? Sir, we can't even make a post on Twitter without it getting ratioed or community noted. What? And it's not just PlayStation's main account. It's all PlayStation affiliate accounts as well. I made a simple post about my wife giving birth. They said my daughter was a digital copy. That doesn't make any sense, sir. It doesn't have to make sense. It got 50,000 likes. That means I lost. Well, guess what? All right, they need to get over it before 2028 so I can sell my $2,000 PS6. Yeah, because I was looking through the books and we're trying to... What? What time is the earning call, by the way? In 5 minutes, sir. Did you say $2,000? Okay, well, I don't know. If they bring up the backlash during the call, let's just tell them the truth. And the truth is that we heard our audience, right? That we heard their complaints and we decided to reverse this whole no physical media for the betterment of our loyal customers who've loved us and provided for us all these years, right? That's the truth. Hell no. If we continue to sell physical, how the hell are we going to control the market? Huh? How are we going to stop $1 from buying the game, beating it, and then giving the game to another $sign to play it for free? Did you just replace the terms human being, customer, person with $sign? How mad would you be if I said yes? If these boys start acting up, I need them to know I can take all their games at any moment. Break terms of service, I break into your console and take your shit. This is ridiculous, sir. They're never going to stop protesting. Protest? What protest? I haven't been financially impacted yet. we just dropped Black Ops 1 and 2 digitally, and they did crazy numbers. I love casuals. These type of things don't just happen overnight, man. Bad decisions leads to bad press, leads to angry customers, and that keeps happening over months and years. Eventually, we're just gonna lose the brand love that we've crafted for the past 30 plus years. Is there any way, instead of admitting our fault, we can shift the focus to the fault of our competitors? It's a cycle with all these companies, man. Xbox screws up, and then we screw up. And then Xbox screws up, and then we screw up. And what about Nintendo? This company's ran by children. Goo goo gaga, nigga. Completely lost touch of what made us who we are. The earning call is about to begin. Please don't say anything that's going to make people hate us. Please.
Or that's just crazy.
I mean, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
No lies.
I'm just saying he's not wrong.
So
but
whoever runs Domino's socials has been going in on them for like a month now. I don't know who is behind that account, but they've been having a petty party in those comments.
I have a theory. Somebody from Wendy's got fired. Somebody from the Wendy's social team got fired and got hired at Domino's. I'm just saying. Wendy's not firing the way she used to be on her socials, but Domino's kicked it up a notch.
There's a reason for that.
According to her, their new CEO, Ron, they are trying to get back in good graces.
Right. I'm just saying, just godly. But
Speaking of pizza,
go ahead.
I do want to segue into this. We all saw Spider-Man, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The greatest sin, in my opinion, in that movie is he is in New York City. We all agree.
I know where this is going.
Okay.
How the hell, and I understand product endorsement, how the hell are you in New York and you order Little Caesars delivery?
Once I saw the boxes, I was like, oh, there's the product play. I'm like,
I'm sorry, but I know where Peter's at in the grand scheme of things. I went to New York City. I was near that street. I remember that street. You are near, supposedly, a Two Brothers Pizza where you get $1.25 a slice.
Oh,
if
never
not,
mind.
At least $2 a slice.
All right, that beats my argument. I was gonna say, hey, that $5 hot and ready, maybe that's all you can afford.
All I can sit there and say is, thank God, Geek by Heart. If you are watching this by now, Room Full of Blurs. If you are watching this by now.
Now, Kira could probably back me up and probably find even better pizza places, but
Kira will be
my brother in Christ,
dropping
you are
fire right
near a Two Brothers Pizza. How are you ordering Little Caesars, aside from the fact that it's just blatant product placement?
Okay. I'm just saying, Kira of all native New Yorkers will be firing from the heavens like that. Of all the pizza you could have, of all the pizza, you are literally sitting in the capital.
I ain't mad at in this economy. I ain't mad at the budget pizza getting the product placement over Pizza Hut and damn Domino's. However,
well, here's the problem.
If you had showed him delivering that pizza to somebody, the pizza being for Peter, that's probably the only problem. Somebody's like, this don't feel right.
Yeah.
Here's the other problem: is you are Spider-Man. Everywhere in New York is probably a 20-minute web swing if you're doing the math right. That means he could have gone to anything, including, and this is just me showing because it's my name, but it's also a famous pizza place, Joe's.
See, this is
there's one in Times Square. There's one somewhere else. Probably, I think I want to say Astoria, but I'm probably wrong about that.
This is why Kira is going to agree with you. She's going to be naming off pizza places in the chat.
I will say, even Insomniac Spider-Man had a go-to local pizza spot that he had a regular order from.
Well, also it was alluded that was Eddie Brock, but still, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Which I fully agree with, but no, it's product placement, and also we're not knocking Little Caesars. Let's also say we're not knocking Little Caesars. We're just saying New York City has a crap load of pizza options. Now, again, Tafari, Joe, and myself, we're all in the South. Our pizza options are limited to maybe 4 or 5 places. New York has 4 times that amount of places they can go. So we're not knocking Little Caesars. We're not knocking you guys because we still want y'all to make pizza, especially on the days when the money's a little funny. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I agree with Joe.
The Webberoni pizza, like it's just shredded pepperoni. It's just fun for the kids. Like, hey, this is pepperoni pizza just for $1 more for the box art and just remixed.
But you live in pizza utopia.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
I'll say
People
that.
also pointed out that he's got like a fabricator and all these things. Like, no, he inherited those and took those with him for when he got all that stuff from Tony Stark. That's fine. The flip phone, also product placement, makes no sense how he's got that new flip phone. I don't know what Peter's doing for a living.
I was gonna say dumpster diving.
But the Little Caesars is inexcusable.
You know what? You know, if he had, because he's not doing delivery, J. Jonah Jameson was just missing from this movie. If they had showed like the pizza being at Ned's party, or like Peter swiped one, it was like, hey, look, I brought a pizza, and that's how he sneaks into the party. That would have made more sense. But yeah, him eating Little Caesars, I'm like, all right, we get it, product placement.
No, not even him eating Little Caesars. Him getting Little Caesars delivered.
It's still. Kira, we know Kira. If you're watching this, Kira, and I can just see her firing from New York right now, we know. But no, Joe, we all agree with you. It's again, Little Caesars, we're not knocking you. It's just that from a New York standpoint,
y'all could have slid that in there a little bit more. Like,
it could have been a little bit better. But speaking of that, though, speaking of movies, Coyote Vs Acme, that is the next movie to be coming up. I think that's the 28th, isn't it, Tafara?
He's muted, but coming out at the end of the month. I thought we were going to continue on Spider-Man, but
no, what are you saying, Joe?
I thought we were continuing on Spider-Man, but if we want to move on because of time constraints, by all means.
Yeah, because we're gonna give Spider-Man its own time, but we still have a few more trailers to get to before we get to that.
Yeah, we got end of the month. Last weekend of the month is Coyote Vs Acme. My bad, I was time stamping, but Coyote Vs Acme will be on the 28th. So got a couple weeks, and we are in full promo mode.
Yep, and with that being said, we do have a new clip from the movie that you can enjoy.
Mr. Coyote? Coyote. All right. Well, how can I help you? Oh, one of my billboards. Costs a lot of money to put those up. So you've been in an accident? Do you not talk? Oh, but you have time. I don't understand.
Oh.
Is that supposed to be you? And who's that? Okay. What do you? Oh.
I did not see that coming.
I mean, that is going to be a challenge of the movie, since this will be, because I think there's a couple of versions of him that does talk. But yeah, the fact that he is half brain, will travel.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he has to plead a case with an animal or a person who cannot speak and has a limited number of signs, apparently.
Mm-hmm. And that's I'm sorry, go Joe.
So the weird thing about this is he is of 2 designs and 2 different Wile E. Coyotes. So the Wile E. Coyote that deals exclusively with Bugs Bunny talks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote that deals with Roadrunner does not, but he also shares designs with Walter Wolf, I think, because it's Sam the Sheepdog and Ralph the Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember there's a whole bit where him, the sheepdog, and Ralph are all clocking out of work, which is just terrorizing each other. And it's just like, see you in the morning.
Yep, but the Wile E. Coyote that talks is the one that is exclusively deals with Bugs Bunny.
Gotcha. Because I was going to ask a question about that. I was wondering if he's going to be talking, because I like that whole idea of the signs. Like, do you talk? No. Really? No. Huh? Limited number of signs. I was like, that right there, that to me is funny. But I just thought that was pretty cool. What else can we see outside of the fact that we all want to see this movie?
Please go see the movie. Please get tickets now if you can. And if anybody at Ketchup has like a poster for this wall that I'm trying to decorate now in this new place, please send me one. Because I know the day the earth blew up, I had to make noise in my theater because there was only like, I think each theater only got like 30 prints, but there was like 15 of us. I walked up in front. I was like, hey, y'all know there's posters like at the front door because they just didn't really tell anyone. So like it was a bunch of parents and kids, but they all went and got one. So I'm like, yeah, like please go post about it, like take pictures. I'm sad I had to leave that thing in Dallas, but that was very much the day the earth blew up was great. Ketchup saving cartoons, fantastic.
Exactly. Joe, anything more to add to Coyote versus Acme?
No, I'm just gonna be seeing it.
Yep, that we all are. But speaking of things that we were seeing, Avatar Aang is on Paramount Plus. Should have been in the movie theaters. That's a whole nother story. That also being said, I think Tafari, you had brought up that there may have been a scene. I know I'm halfway through.
So literally the part that you left off on, which is Taga turning on Team Avatar. Apparently, this was the cut version of it. So where he goes to Aang and they kind of just show like quick flash of everybody getting downed. In here, it is a lot more violent because one of the storyboard artists is like, yeah, we made this version. They were like, yeah, that's a little too much. And you'll see what I mean in a second. But I'm like, hey, I'm doing the Patrick Star meme. Why don't you take all the cut footage and animate it and put it in theater somewhere else as a director's cut? Like putting it in putting it in a theater with like 2 showings just so you can qualify for awards. I hope you don't win is kind of trash.
That being said, let's see the fight.
So it's just storyboards, but yeah. So Taga goes in, he immediately goes in for the kill and like bodies Katara. So Sokka comes in on defense, actually manages to make him bleed.
Okay, and then yeah,
Zuko catches wind of what's going on.
Ugh. Okay, I remember that.
Body Zuko. Toph is now stepping up to the fray.
Yep. And then somehow avoids all that, and then that part.
He's been bad. They haven't fought her. Yeah, she's dead.
Okay.
Bleed through the chest. So first, remember, he's been fighting Earthbenders his entire life, and hence why he went for her first. But also, none of them have fought an Airbender before. So,
and then Zuko, they tried to
call him a bastard, which up the language a little bit.
Not the straight.
Yep, down.
Okay, so instead of the special beam cannon, it's just for sinking to the heart.
Yeah,
basically, with covered in Zuko's blood. Now, all that's these two
about halfway a football field.
Momo saving her life, literally keeping her up.
And then, oh dang,
and down goes Big Brother.
Not the straight to the God.
So I don't know how his airbending works because he's not like puncturing them, but he's like knocking the wind out of them like permanently or something.
Well, I mean, it's almost like a pressure bullet.
I guess that's what it is. It's drawing blood.
I mean, she tries.
She was gonna go for blood too. Yeah, so they all straight up died. Like there was no. I didn't realize in the movie that they died. I thought they were all unconscious, and I guess the healing waters of Lake Minnetonka brought them back. But in this original version of this, they're like, no, they all got murked, and it was a violent, bloody affair.
No, they murked him in that one because you see him doing because he like instead of singing, he was just doing special beam cannon.
He basically had air bullets, but also we've never outside of Zahir, we've never really seen how effective airbending can be from an actual airbending master. So I'm like, I don't know how far he's willing to go. Like, I didn't know if he was going to come back and be like, Aang, your friends are tied up somewhere or they're asleep or you better go save them. But people was like, nope, they died. and then they became old people and the baby and spirit realm things.
Still, damn, if they showed that would have ticked off a lot of people.
I would have preferred that. Like, we're adults now, man. Let the adult stuff, like, if you're especially gonna bring it back, like, we're all grown up. Let all this stuff be adults, because even some of the stuff they did in there was kind of ridiculous. Like, why did Aang have to climb a mountain? You can fly and earthbound.
I agree.
There's some stuff in there that clearly was visually pleasing, but I'm just like, y'all could have leave these things in there. Like, I feel like we're adults. We can handle it, especially because that watching that movie, that should have been a theater experience. But that was just a cool little nugget I found on the internet of somebody who storyboarded it. Was like, yeah, I had a lot of extra in there, but they wanted to kind of tone it down.
Fair enough. What say you about the deleted footage, Joe? Should have been kept in there, or should have been for a director's
I mean, either way, I'm down. I mean, the movie was good regardless. So, I mean, it's literally at this point, it's personal preference. It is either they all died or Rasengan, or they all died as special beam cannon. I mean, literally, he was doing this and then pointing it at people.
Yeah, so, and then in the movie, we kind of see him just like he comes to Aang, and we just watch like a quick flash of him dropping them. But in this one, it was like, no, you're gonna watch them get knocked off like the Z fighters versus 18 and 17.
It was just disrespectful.
I mean, they did say that when Katara died, she was in the spirit water.
Yeah.
Back so she could, and then I guess the best way of putting it is they Zenkai boosted Katara so that she could revive everybody else.
Yeah, I mean they were in the most spiritual place that ever did spirit, so that made sense. It was like it wasn't until the end of it. I was like, oh wait, y'all actually died back there, because like we've only seen one other violent airbender, so I can only gauge this so much. But then we just kind of see them getting mowed down. And I'm like, but are they dead, or are they just asleep? Like, we're in a very weird physical place right now. But that one was more like, nope, they got dropped one by one. Toph went first. Toph was Piccolo, first to try and first to die.
I mean, they were graphic on showing what happened to his airbenders when they.
I was also confused on that. Like, why did the Earth Kingdom just piss off to their own realm and just start murking people that came near them?
That's a fair. I was going to ask that same question when I was watching the movie, but y'all go ahead.
Also, missed opportunity. No one got Batista bombed.
Yeah, that was right there.
Jesus. Well, again, if you watch Avatar Aang, let us know. So far, I've watched it. I thought it was pretty good. But then again, I'm also catching up on the animated series of The Last Airbender on Paramount Plus as well. So finally got past book 1. I'm actually in book 2 now. But
One thing. Go ahead. If you cannot pronounce his name, the main villain's name, it is absolutely okay to just call him Airtista.
Word.
Why? We already had Blue Tista back in the day. Why not Airtista?
I can't get that out of my head now. That being said, let's go on to Michael B. Jordan, as he does have a new movie after his Academy Award winning, and he is taking on a remake of a previous movie that's been done by Pierce Brosnan called The Thomas Crown Affair. And the way they're doing it looks pretty freaking awesome.
It's a remake.
Oh, I didn't know this was already done before.
Oh, this is an old movie. It was Pierce Brosnan did it.
Okay. All right, Oscar winner, go on.
My entire life. But last night, it was different. I felt alive. My heart was racing. Every step was part of a plan. Things slowed down. It was silent. And I was surprised how easy it was. But I'm not finished yet. That's what excites me. Move, everyone, move! I just had to come over and introduce myself. Thomas Crown.
I know exactly who you are.
If you don't jump, can't catch me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not jumping off that ledge. So that's the Thomas Crown Affair. Again, by Michael B. Jordan, Award Academy winning Michael B. Jordan, playing the role of Thomas Crown. For all those that are wondering, yes, this is the third adaptation of the title of this movie. The first one was done by Steve McQueen back in 1968. 1999 was Pierce Brosnan's, like Joe pointed out. This is the third one, of course, with Michael B. Jordan playing the character.
Okay, so this is like what is it? A Star Is Born, because that's been done like 4 times.
Yeah. So pretty much, but I'm looking forward to this just because number one, I did enjoy the Pierce Brosnan Thomas Crown Affair. I want to see where they're going with this one because again, the director of Creed 3 is behind this. If you don't know who that is, again, he's got a good track record. But I can't say no more that I definitely want to watch this. But what say y'all?
So is he just art thief? Not
Art
like
thief.
Yes,
okay, I was gonna say Black James Bondish. Like, what are we?
It's like if Lupin was American.
Okay,
I'll put it that way. If Lupin was American, that's pretty much him. Like his whole thing was that what Thomas's whole thing is he does the impossible. Whatever, no matter how much risk, if it's something that says it can't be done, he tries to steal it. So that's the whole thing about his movie. It's just he's literally daring the woman who's the investigator who's supposed to be going after him. He's pretty much daring her to catch him. So either way, looks cool. I can't knock it. But what say you, Joe?
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be more action-packed and suspenseful than the Pierce Brosnan one, but
yeah. Oh, it's
not
definitely
to belittle that one. It's just I think Michael B. Jordan's willing to do more stunts than Pierce Brosnan.
Of course, because Die Another Day was definitely not done by him, or The World Is Not Enough, or GoldenEye, or you know what? Let me shut about Pierce Brosnan because there's some James Bond movies I do actually like.
Okay.
But also our last trailer before we get into Spider-Man and our reviews, things of that nature. This one by Mahershala Ali called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother, or Your Mother Thrice.
Your Mother Square.
I have yet to figure out what this movie's about. Do we actually know?
I don't know. I just heard that all his sword training for Blade went to this movie. So I was like, you know what? That's a nice way to start the promo for this film. And this and the Michael B. Jordan, I think, are both Amazon flicks. So they're just like, hey, if y'all won't do anything, we'll take them.
Fair enough. Here's the trailer.
I see her everywhere. You take her from me. And you expect me to bow down to you. I thought I was your sword. Now I have to feel her shoes. I'm breaking. I'm here for the breast milk. My wife passed away and Aziza's breastfed and she's allergic to formula.
I'm sorry, but I need a prescription.
What are we doing?
Don't get Zizi fed, that's what we doing.
Latif, we have a problem. You know what I needed to do?
Did you stick a weapon? No, I just sell oils and perfume.
Don't underestimate Latif.
It's time to put down the gun. Use a gun. I went with my own code.
I see your pay. You gotta tell me what's really going on.
I keep a roof over your head, food on the table, and the walls from the door. You have any idea what it takes to raise 3 kids in this world? Alone.
You see all this? What? They were here for you!
You only need to be one thing. One thing. One thing.
So this is also written and directed by the first tapped director of Blade, the Blade.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of elements in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of Blade elements in this.
You look at that nightclub and you look at Henry Jones, like, no, that would do is probably going to be this. Half this is probably that's a vampire club.
Is it crazy enough that I mean, to see Marshall Ali, of course, we know he's not doing Blade, and of course, Kevin Feige tried to do a whole apology, but that's a whole other discussion. This movie is definitely different. I do see where the sword references come into place because he does not have a gun. This dude is walking around with a blade going to work. I'm definitely getting a lot of falling down, one bad day, dog day afternoon.
A little bit of if anybody saw, it was a small indie flick that with John Boyega and Keke Palmer called Imperial Dreams, but she didn't die. She didn't die. She was locked up, but he was basically single-handedly raising his son and trying to fight homelessness. And they just took this to the next level. Like, y'all took Blade and a baby and mafia connections and all we do just to get breast milk. Also, you need a prescription to get breast milk if your wife dies is crazy.
Right. Although John showed that first picture of him, I was like, really? That's different. I mean, we've come a long way since Harold and Kumar went to White Castle.
I was like this. I feel like I'm supposed to be laughing when I see this person, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the last time we saw him was when he was Spike Spiegel in live action Cowboy Bebop,
which I still think that was great. I still think he did a great Spike Spiegel, but that's just me. But no, this movie does look very interesting. I would probably give it a shot because I just want to. I mean, it looks like he's more of a hitman, but if he ain't efficient with that, if he's not efficient with that short blade, he is efficient as all get out.
Hey,
but
we're doing all this just for breast milk while also doing our 5 prayers a day. I see, like it's
right. I mean, hey,
there's a lot going on, but I'm curious to find out. But also, I need an actual parent to comment. Y'all need a prescription for breast milk if your wife dies?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I can tell you off the bat, not to gross everybody out, but because I got 3 kids and 2 of them I did know were on breast milk, they don't. There's literal people that still overproduce that give their.
I was gonna say, can't you find a wet nurse somewhere, like or someone who's nursing still?
Not to shame anybody, but in Tennessee, they literally have banks where women are donating because they're still producing breast milk long after their children have left. Dude, there are storage tanks of this stuff.
No, like I'm not a parent, so I will take your word for it. Just once she's like, I need a prescription. I'm like, is that a thing? If you try to go the legit government route, you need a prescription to get your child breastfed?
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild.
And I want to say that's probably for more of the story because I know every parent's gonna go, that ain't true. We know it's for the story, but like we said, it's gonna be interesting when that comes out because we're not getting the blade. But we do need to get into movies. I know we've been chomping at the bit to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. So before we wrap this up, fellas, we'll go around the mantle. What do we think? Is it worth it? Because it does have a nice little opening box office. I think they've made 600, 700 million. I gotta go back and really check the numbers on that.
The biggest box office opening ever. They have dethroned Endgame. So
yeah, so it's definitely high. But I'll start with you, Joe. What'd you think of Brand New Day? And again, this is spoiler territory. If you have not seen it by now, I'm sorry we can't help you. Mute us. Come back to us in 10 minutes. But Joe, what do you think?
This is the 4th best Spider movie out of the entire 11 movie franchise, including the MAWS movies.
Ooh, 4th?
Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse.
You're
No Way Home. No Way Home. This movie, Spider-Man 2, top 5.
Okay. And I thought about it. So you put the anime at first for that one. All right. What else you got?
No, aside from what we talked about earlier, I think they made some smart choices. No one really remembers Peter until like the very end, and even then, MJ just like, sorry, that was a different lifetime. We are not like that. Good job on that. Peter being a very much New Yorker, especially whenever he argues with Frank, is a great thing. Punisher being a much larger role than he was led to believe was also great. It was a great Spider-Man movie until it was no longer a Spider-Man movie once we got moving towards the back half. Then it was kind of like Marvel team up at that point, which is fine. The cameos were also really good. We're also slowly building the mutant universe. What else? Apparently, there was supposed to be a nightmare sequence where Peter does turn into Man Spider,
and they cut it.
I'm hearing all these. I'm hearing about all these cut scenes, and I'm thinking they are going to be like, "Hey, you thought that was fun? We're back."
Well, it was also one of those. It was supposed to be so grotesque, like that scene of the spider molting. They really hung on that shot for.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be a nightmare sequence of him turning into Man Spider, like body horror turning into Man Spider, and they cut that. I know Rosario Dawson came out recently and said, "Yeah, they cut my scene as Night Nurse." Other than that, I think it was smart of them to give MJ a boyfriend and not name him, because every internet troll in the God Green Earth would have come out in droves. We all know who it was. It just didn't need to be said. Even in the credits, he was credited as the boyfriend. Good for them for dodging that bullet.
Smart man.
Ned, everybody has a ton of theories about Ned just being, because Ned's magical ancestry, he's more inherently resistant to the spell, which is why you think towards the end he remembers Peter via the muscle memory thing. Good job on them dodging the majority of the problem with the others, including Cornrow Peter.
Yes.
But no, like I said, this is my fourth favorite Spider-Man movie. I really had a good time with it.
Fair enough. Tafara, what say you?
Look, I know everything caps at 3, so this is a big thing for movies in general to even get a fourth one and keep it going and with the same character, because I know we've had Cap 4, we've had Thor 4, so this is definitely the top 3 of the 4s that we've had. Well, I mean, unless you count Endgame, but I mean, those things, I feel like we only really had 2 Avengers flicks, so they got to be Avengers. Yeah, I think it was a solid movie. I very much was appreciative of, especially somebody who watched shows like Generator Rex or Shinzo growing up, where they also did this. Like, hey, it's not just going to be everyone's magic, the power of friendship, memories back. No, y'all got to start these friendships over from zero and just trust the history that you have. I also think they explain the spell very well if you watch the opening credits. I think it works like Mephisto's spell, and I know everyone hates the story. One More Day. I feel like Mephisto's spell there is kind of what Strange did. They forgot Peter. They didn't forget all the Peter memories. They just created a Peter-sized hole in everything. So somebody gave her the Black Dahlia necklace. Somebody was doing fist bumps, and none of them can remember who. Like, his face is just a blur every time he comes up. Because, like, even when you watch the montage in the beginning, they'll show them, like, walking and talking and fist bumping, and then Peter just disappears. So Ned at the end having his memory, I'm like, that's not his memory. That's also MJ name-dropping Spider-Man at the very, like, a third of the way through the movie, or two, like a good 2/3 into the film, and then him putting together, oh, snap, it's Peter Spider-Man. Like, I don't think I feel like if Ned's magic stuff came into play, we would see it. I low-key think that last movie was just a nod to it. I don't think we're getting Sorcerer Ned. Very much appreciate Peter telling him that, because even I was in the theater and I found out there's some weirdos fighting all this. Thank you for telling the girl you kissed her under mind control, because I was like, tell the truth. And even when she was like, even when she was like, I don't love you, I was like, this is gonna be an awkward swing home. And apparently there are some people like, yeah, she would have had to walk. And I'm like, but she can't. They're on a boat. But my mind just doesn't work like that because I'm not an asshole. So I was like, this is about to be a quiet swing home. And sure enough, it was. I'm not sure how I feel about the charge against mutants being led by brown people. That's also weird. That's a weird take between Tremel Tillman and the angry Indian dude from the last movie and Miss Marvel. I'm like, why are we the face of get those muties out of here?
That was kind of a little bit odd, wasn't it?
It was, but also definitely a lot of references to the video games. The Hulk fight with the bomb very much gave, and them in the vault very much gave me PS1 Spider-Man vibes. Where you have to like stop the bank robbers and then throw the bomb in the gold vault before. Hulk was in there a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I'm surprised he didn't say the thing. Kind of sad that like they kind of switched it. It seems like Banner had to remember through Hulk versus Hulk remembering through Banner. And I don't
I
know.
took that as they were two separate people again.
I think they are. I think that was Banner breaking through Hulk and like just taking the fall before he transformed back. I was like, okay, so they're not going to say the line, and they kind of like role reversed. Because he kept saying
a different take on that because Hulk just looked like you're not going to help me.
Also, that I thought it was going to web. I'm like, is this debris going to fall on people? And then people had to remind me, hey, him and Hulk never met. He's only met Professor Hulk. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. I still would have liked the line because hey, behind even as we're merged, we have shared memories. But I'm like, all right, like Mark Ruffalo's out. A perfect excuse to bring back his cousin to bail him out of the psych ward. Or if he has to like join Val to work off his probation, who knows?
Right.
There apparently one of the girls in his class is supposed to be somebody too.
One of the girls in his class?
Somebody pointed out that one of the girls he talks to in his class, in Banner's class, actually turns out to be a character. I'm forgetting her name, but people were pointing out that she might actually be someone. Jean was fine. I feel like I could have left Sadie Sink off the entire promo tour. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
We've had that awesome conversation with Cookie Monster.
All right, fine. She can stay. But yeah, also Peter. I need Peter on my battlefield team because he just tanked the fucking 50 cal bullet. Like,
right.
Normally I drop whole squadrons. Peter can take one, and I'm like, they're not going to show Spider-Man with a gaping hole in him at all. Like, the same way in Marvel Zombies, they cut right before Peter got attacked on Titan. I was like, they're not going to show. He's just bleeding out on the floor, but I'm like, they're not going to show Spider-Man getting Swiss cheesed. Also, how many people saw your face, dude, between right now and the scientist and Metzger or Tremel Tillman, and how many people in the hospital? Because like nobody.
That was supposed to be the thing that Rosario and Dawson's night nurse covered.
Yeah, supposedly she supposedly protected the identity.
I'm like, who also? I'm like, they didn't show up to arrest Frank. Like, Punisher didn't. Yeah, no one's like, hey, the Punisher's in the hospital right now. Like, but also a lot of Spider-Man 2 vibes here. Like the city rallying around Peter becoming a symbol. Cry all the positive news, being at like rallies and getting the key to the city. I very much like Detective Wolf. I think she was great.
Oh boy!
I don't know if she's gonna meet her fate, but I do like her being like a mom to Peter. But I like
the bookend where he doesn't like. He's so bad at socializing as Peter Parker or Spider-Man because he's kept everybody at arm's distance now. That he's shut out everybody in his life because he's lost everybody, that he just doesn't even take the time to get to know the person who's helping him the most. And by the end of the movie, he knows her kids' names.
That's fair.
It also makes me laugh that because like he's trying so hard to protect his identity. He's like, I can't let anyone see. It's like, but right now, if anybody learns who Peter Parker is, it's the equivalent of Lex Luthor finding out who Flash is. I know his identity. I have no idea who this is. And then you find out he's also got no living relatives or friends or family. Also, that I like how they sprinkled Yelena in because she's also as goofy as she's being, she knows that loneliness. So that was all of Thunderbolts. So her also not wanting to be around Val, so she has her own office down in the spa. But like
I don't think Val's a thing anymore because she knows that they are the new Avengers, not the Thunderbolts. So I think this is post Thunderbolts.
It's post Thunderbolts, but Val is clearly the one hooking everyone up with brand deals and bullshit, and also managing.
Oh, right, because now Val was under their thumb.
And Val is working with them is keeping Val out of prison because she was under investigation, which now it was like, surprise, I was actually building the new Avengers. So long as they're all keeping each other from like charges, basically.
Self-mutually assured destruction, but
war games. But yeah, the movie was great. End credit scene, interpret how you want. But I'm okay with Peter having to start over and just like rebuild himself, and doesn't just power friendship all his people back.
I just don't want him and MJ to get back together. Because at least in this movie, we know I'm more of a proponent for that in the comics, even though by now it makes much more sense than he and Felicia are permanently a thing, but they actually played that out in the Black Cat comic. But beside that, I think it's time for them to move Peter on beyond MJ in the MCU, because they can do that in the MCU.
But that is kind of fair though, and not to cut you off, jokes. I definitely want to get my piece in before we wrap it up.
Sorry.
No, outside of everything that you guys said, it again, loved it, great. It was a soft reboot for the MCU. At the same time, Peter still trying to do everything on his own. Eventually, finding out that you can't do everything on your own. The brotherly little brother, big brother talk with Frank was still funny as all get out to watch. Like we said about MJ and the whole protection behind the boyfriend of the whose name shall not be named, who not should be said. And of course, with Jean moving on to where she's going to, kind of sets up that story as well, and even to the point to where, again, the whole idea of that with some scenes that should have been cut really should have been added, especially with the spider, especially with the man spider. Again, not knocking the hand fights. That's all Jackie Chan's stunt team. Loved every bit of that. But yeah, outside of that, even with the after credit scene, it does leave a lot to the imagination. But overall, Brand New Day to me was great. But
I won't be shocked if they do what they did with No Way Home, when it's like, hey, we have 11 minutes of footage we found. Go see the director's cut. Like, man,
we hope like I said, we really hope they do. Especially with director cuts. That's because we still need DVDs.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are definitely going to go ahead and wrap it up. Just because for time constraints. We do thank everybody that watched. This is pre-recorded. Thank you for watching us as the pre-recorded went live, and for commentary, because we know Kira, you're definitely gonna get on us about that pizza when you see this. But as we do shameless plug before you get out of here, I start with the man, the myth, the legend, Tafari. Let people know what you're doing, where you can be found, sir.
Yeah, Tafari TV, main channel. Now I need to work on a new video now that X-Men 97 is done, which I thought we had 9 episodes. I didn't know it was going to be 8. Damn, Storm ate a mean 2-piece on this one. But other than that, Tafari TV Gaming, I'm going through IGPX, and I will try and be I need a cozy game after Zatch Bell. You can catch me playing Finding Nemo tomorrow. But that is about it for me. We are on, roll it on to Joe.
All right. And Joe, want to let people know what you're doing, where they can find you at, sir? And you're muted, Joe.
Microphone.
We apparently have one more episode of X-Men next week.
Yeah.
Do it?
Yeah.
Yep, there's one more.
Okay.
No, I am around. I am going to try and stream more often now that I can. We'll just figure it out as we go along.
Make more folks rage quit.
Huh?
I'm messing with you. I said make more folks rage quit.
We'll find out. I can't control other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that whole match was as good reads on my part. That's all that was. Yeah, I'll be streaming more Street Fighter. We'll go back to some of the Saturn stuff, because after I finish Gundam, I do want to do Burning Rangers. Other than that, I'm over at Middle Tennessee Gaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. This week will be an exception because Magic the Gathering is doing the Hobbit pre-release, so come on down for that. Other than that, I'm just around. I'm around doing stuff. I went to go vote. If you can still vote, I don't know if voting's over.
No, early voting's wrapped up, and I think election day was yesterday, if I'm right.
Well, then go. I'm hoping happy you're voted if you voted.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'd like to far. I just don't have too much happening right now. I'd have been able to stream some Street Fighter and some Saturn stuff, and we'll figure out how that works as we move along.
All right. Thank you for that. Also, we do want to shout out Rick's Comic City. Again, national #1 go-to place for comic book stores located in Nashville, Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as rickscomiccity.com. You definitely will not be disappointed. Shout out to APR TV because we can be seen on their app, also on Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Definitely check them out as well. Blurred Station, again, a station for us by us with content you can enjoy, movies, television, anime, you name it, $10.99 a month to stream Blurred Station, and Blurred Station can be streamed on all smart devices. Also, check us out, the Gibbet Podcast on YouTube at the Gibbet Comment at the GB Podcast. We are the first thing that pops up. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button so anytime we do go live or there's a playthrough or review. As you can see, all of our sub channels can be found there at the bottom. Definitely like, share, and subscribe from there. Also, check out Blurred's Eye View. We're off season right now, but we'll hopefully be back in September. Again, Blurred's Eye View on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe as well. And at the bottom, you can see everybody there that you can link up to, even Whoopie Freaking Do or Fresh Press by Z. Even though she's not on here, she is definitely one of us. But definitely check us out and all our previous shows there as well, as we all have something to contribute. Myself, Black_Spartan 615 on the socials, can be found anywhere. I talk to everybody. Just don't make it weird having a blocking people. Mental health is important. Please take time out for yourself. Men, go to the doctor. Not that freaking hard. Cosplay cons are still going around. Respect the cosplayer. Please wash your ass. Be nice, be kind, shock and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool. At the same time, guys, we'll hopefully be back here, next Get Bit time, next Get Bit channel with news of the week. It is the weekend. Please be safe. Please be smart about your decisions. Outside of that, fellas, any last words we call tonight?
If you have short attention spans, we do make clips. Go check those out. But also, go see a movie. There's some cool stuff out this month.
Joe?
Yeah, go see stuff. I got a free movie ticket because my Amazon Prime experience for Spider-Man, my theater got flooded, so
damn.
I will probably be using that ticket to go see Coyote Vs Acme for free. If not, I'll definitely go see Supergirl for free. One of the two.
Nice. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. I've been Spartan. He's been Tafara TV. He's been Show I Got Joe. This is the Big Game Podcast for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please take care of yourselves. And again, we will somehow get through this. Please stay safe and hydrated. The sun's trying to kill us. Peace.